Page 92.
Page 92.
त्याल प्रभु कृपाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाए त्याल प्रभु कृपाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया पाके दर्श में कपट बुझावा वारी जावा ते कोई जावा पाके दर्श में कपट बुझावा वारी जावा ते कोई जावा आपके जीवन अमृत प्यार पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया आओ प्यार प्रभु कृपा पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया असी जन्म जन्म ते रोगी कामी क्रोधी कपटी गोपी असी जन्म जन्म ते रोगी कामी क्रोधी कपटी गोपी सदा करते माया जाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया आओ दयाल प्रभु कृपाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया मुक्ता डोले जगना बेड़ा बंदलावे और होने क्रीड़ा मुक्ता डोले जगना बेड़ा बंदलावे और होने क्रीड़ा सारा दुखियां तारकियों के हाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया आओ दयाल प्रभु कृपाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया नाम दान दी जोली भर दे पदारू आनो जिंदा कर दे नाम दान दी जोली भर दे पदारू आनो जिंदा कर दे अपनी आप संभाल दिया सानु दर्श दिखाया आओ दयाल प्रभु कृपाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया कृपाल जय बंदे साया तेरे बाज रुहां जाया कृपाल जय बंदे साया तेरे बाज रुहां जाया लड़ लगिया दिलजिया बाल पिया सानु दर्श दिखाया आओ दयाल प्रभु ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਪਿਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦਿਖਾ ਆਓ ਧਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਪਿਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦਿਖਾ
Come, gracious Lord Kirpal, beloved, give us your darshan. Receiving darshan, I will quench my thirst. I sacrifice myself on you. Come and make the soul drink the nectar. We are the suffering ones from ages and ages. We are the unchaste, angry, deceitful, indulgent ones. O beloved, cut our snare of Maya. Now the ship of the world is shaking. Who else can bring it to the shore? Take care of us, the suffering ones. Fill up the jolly of Nandan. Make the dead souls come alive. You protect your souls. Come, Kirpal, the Lord of Ajayab. Without you, the souls have fainted away. O beloved, protect the honor of those who are devoted to you.
240. Page 240.
Page 240.
Savadesha Ayadagate Savadesha Ayadagate Us naam da jahaz banaya Aao jisne paar lagna Sabanesha Aya Jagate Us naam da jahaz banaya Aao jisne paar lagna Sabanesha Aya Jagate गुण की गावा उस देवता नूर इलाही आया गुरु जयमल सिंह उस दाऊदा नाम आके चमकाया गुण की गावा उस देवता नूर इलाही आया गुरु जयमल सिंह उस दाऊदा नाम आके चमकाया नाम लेके सतगुरु को नाम लेके सतगुरु सत्संग तारने दाता रताया आओ जिन्हें पार लगना सावन शाह आया जगते सावन शाह आया जगते उस नाम का जहाज बनाया आओ जिन्हें पार लगना सावन शाह आया जगते होए खुशहाली उसका चाकी जिस थाते तू पावे मुझे तेरी मेहर गाते आदाने मुझे होए कलर उगावे होवे खुशहाली उस चाकी जिस थाते तू पावे मुझे तेरी मेहर गाते आदाने मुझे होए कलर उगावे इस फुलवारी दा पे चलाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे। सावन शाह आया जग थे, उस नाम का जहाज बनाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे। भाग पर मारत सारी दुनिया के आके लाया। बूटे लाके हर खाते माली, पढ़ कृपाल बिठा। बाग पर मारत सारी दुनिया पे आके आया। बूटे लाके हर खाते माली, पढ़ कृपाल बिठाया। आप सच खंड जाएंगे दाता जी, आप सच खंड जाएंगे। सत्संग रामा चलाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे। सावन शाह आया जग थे, उस नाम का जहाज बनाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे। जुग जुग चोला बदले तेरा, नाम भक्त सिद्ध मेहरबाना। आ गया अजायब चल के देवी, शब्द भंडार खजाना। जुग जुग चोला बदले तेरा, नाम भक्त सिद्ध मेहरबाना। आ गया अजायब चल के देवी, शब्द भंडार खजाना। मेरा कोई ना नहीं जानता दाता जी, मेरा कोई ना नहीं जानता। सब तेरा है खेल रचाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे। सावन शाह आया जग थे, उस नाम का जहाज बनाया। आओ जिन्ने पार लंघना, सावन शाह आया जग थे।
So when the emperor came to this world, he made a ship of Nam. Come all who want to get across. He is the divine light. How can I sing his qualities? He belongs to Guru Jamal Singh, and he glorified his name. After taking the Nam from the Sadguru, he assumed the way to liberate the souls. The place you cast your glance at becomes prosperous. If you have mercy, even the roasted seeds can sprout. You yourself manage the work of this garden. He came and grew a garden of spirituality everywhere in this world. After planting the plants everywhere, he made Kirpal the gardener. He is the giver. He, the giver, reached Sachkhand and started the great custom of satsang. You change your body from time to time in every age. Your Nam is merciful and forgiving. Ajaib has walked to your door. Give him the treasure of the Shabad. O giver, no one knows my name. All this play is created by you. This is a poem by Master Kirpal, and it's in the Satsandesh, April 1968. In praise of Azur, the resplendent sun, the prototype of heaven's holy light, has risen as Master Solomon. Whoever is struck by his radiant beauty goes mad and remains intoxicated Majanu-like. Everyone talks of him, all speak of his glory. The world itself resounds with his praises. Immeasurable is the magnetic field of his love, which is at once peerless and ineffable. What a heart-ravishing beauty has blazed my heart, with scintillating rays from his eyes. Let his image be enshrined in the temple of my heart. I wish I may meditate on him day and night. Let the memory of his moon-like face ever haunt my imagination. He who seeks after truth must bask in the loving sunshine of Master Solomon. He is humility personified, sweet of tongue, and there is none like him in this wide world. I have neither seen nor heard of another like him. Oh, his very name is dear unto me. Whosoever sees him, even for a while, wanders restlessly all his life, with the chant of Solomon on his lips. He is the mainstay of all here and hereafter, unto eternity, and ever blessed are his votaries. All remember him on earth and in heaven, for enthralling is the very sight of him. The very idol of my heart has his habitat on the banks of the Bias, and his word is law unto all. Nor do I desire heaven, nor paradise with all its beauties, for the threshold of my master is above everything else. All ye who are seekers after God, follow the great master, as the sea of his munificence is in full tide. His divine grace flows to all alike, regardless of caste or creed. Whosoever comes in his presence is richly rewarded, as the treasure house of Solomon is accessible to all. Who can sing of the graces of Solomon when his glory outshines all? How can Jamal, the bondsman of Solomon, leave his sanctuary? Kirpal Singh. And this is a reading from Baba Sawan Singh from Volume 2, Philosophy of the Masters. It's entitled Love. It is not easy to understand love because its true nature and greatness cannot be described in words. It is a pure and delicate feeling or emotion which can be experienced only by one who is in love. It is beyond the capacity of the tongue or the pen to describe it in any human language. Actually, love is another name for God. And just as it is not possible to reduce God's greatness to mortal dimensions, so also is it not possible to describe adequately in any words known to man the grandeur and sublimity of love. Nowadays, people misunderstand the meaning of love. The spirit and meaning of love can be ascertained only from a true lover, and its glow or spark can only be seen on his countenance. If you wish to hear it described, you should ask Mansur or Price, both of whom went to their death serene and filled with joy. You might even ask Mirabai, who drank a cup of poison as though it were nectar. You could also ask Guru Arjan Sahib. He sat on hot iron plates and explained, "Thy will is sweet." Surrendering one's life to the path of love gives to life a unique and exquisite taste, which can be enjoyed only by a lover or by one whose eyes bespeak intense love. Love is a beautiful and sublime experience of the heart. Books are full of the word love, but the tears of love are flowing burning oceans. In the sighs of love, there are thousands of tempests, and in the world of love, there is no sense of time. A place where there is love becomes sanctified by it. In that environment, there is a powerful current of exaltation, but it can be felt only by a heart that is filled with love. If we perform our domestic and other worldly duties with love, we shall enjoy our life in comfort and without any worries, because in the presence of love, the mind and intellect are powerless to disturb one's inner calmness. Love does not influence only human beings. Even the animals and birds are subject to its elevating influence. Love is a complete cure for every kind of trouble. Alana Rumi says, "Oh, the intoxication of my love, be happy, well, and strong, for you are the only physician and cure for all my ailments." If we could experience true love, we would be our own physicians and could bring peace and happiness to ourselves and all our pain and sadness because of our separation from the Lord, which are caused by our not understanding the principles of love, would vanish, and the radiant currents of joy would fill and invigorate our minds. It is love alone that can give peace and happiness. Without it, life is dry and worthless, and even the joys of heaven are of no value. A palace will appear as dreadful as a graveyard to a person who is bereft of love. But even the ill-furnished and dilapidated huts are beautiful if they are brightened with the spark of love. Through love, even jungles become filled with happy life, and without love, populated cities may appear bleak. Love is the richest of all treasures. Without it, there is nothing, and with it, there is everything. He who does not have love in his heart is not entitled to call himself a human being. The world is beautiful, and we are naturally attracted towards it because the creator of both man and the world is the same God, who is love. God has filled both man and the world with currents of love, and the world is supported by love. Love's magnetic power is at work throughout the entire world. The sun, moon, earth, stars, sky, all are sending out currents of love to others. Man has been created in the image of God, and God is love. Therefore, his quality of love is predominant in the world. Because man possesses the quality of love within himself, the entire universe, which also contains strong currents of love, is constantly attracting man towards it. Wherever there is love, there is life. Where there is no love, life is worthless. Actually, a man is not a true man unless he has within him the divine spark of love. God in the form of love is within everybody. Those whose eyes are open see all human beings as manifestations of God, like rays of the sun or the waves of the ocean. They know that the same spark of love has created them all. Therefore, who can be low or who can be high? Men in different positions of life and in different countries, be they yogis, sannyasis, brahmacharyas, Hindus, or Turks, are all one in his eyes, and differences of caste, creed, or country can never be of any importance to those who possess the quality of love. There is one God in heaven and one family on earth. Alana Rumi says, "The current of love from the one God is flowing through the entire universe." What do you think when you look at the face of a man? Look at him carefully. He is not a man, but a current of the essence of love which permeates him. And the second reading is a continuation of what we were reading yesterday. It's entitled, "He Came to Make Us Satsangis." Master Kapal talking about Baba Sawan Singh, and it's in the July 1972 Satsang. You must have heard about the 5 Pandava princes of the Mahabharata epic. They were sent to their teacher Dronacharya for their early education. The first lesson was to speak the truth. Next day, the teacher asked them if they had learned their lesson. All except Yudhishthira said they had. Yudhishthira had not turned up at all. The Guru was told that Yudhishthira had yet to learn his lesson. For several days, Yudhishthira did not go to the Guru. Only after he had learned the lesson in the real sense did he go to Dronacharya and respectfully told him that he had learned the lesson. He solemnly declared that he would speak the truth all his life, and he did. If you act on what you are told, one satsang is sufficient for your salvation. We intend to reach the goal, but we do not know how to tread the right path. We only know how to preach and not to practice. Hazur was a strict disciplinarian. We have complete faith in his competency. A single glance of his grace was sufficient to emancipate anyone. All that is here now is undoubtedly Hazur's immeasurable grace. He used to say, "He who is learned while alive will be learned after death, and he who is illiterate now, how can he become a scholar when he is dead?" Bharat, India is named after King Bharata. He was an ascetic himself. He renounced everything and lived in seclusion for meditation. There he reared a little deer after the mother deer had died. By constant companionship, Bharata developed affectionate love for his pet, so much so that he used to think of him all the time. One day the young deer disappeared. Bharata could not bear the pangs of separation and died soon thereafter. Consequently, he had to be reincarnated as a deer and is known as Jara Bharata. As you think, so you become. The idea of self-introspection or keeping a diary is to judge your own actions. I have prescribed it after very careful consideration. I too kept a diary in my early life. If a dacoit like Valmik can become a Mahatma, so can you. A bandit named Udham Singh came under Hazur's influence and was completely transformed. Some bandits are being initiated even now. Nam is a great blessing. Mere intellectual accomplishments are futile as attaining salvation is concerned. Kabir says very definitely, do not be carried away by chanting of the scriptures, singing of holy verses, or listening to sermons. The way of the saints is something different. It can be found only through self-analysis. King Ravana was a scholar of all the Vedas and Shastras, but despite that, he is known for his wickedness. And what are we doing? Acting, posing, and false propaganda will not take us anywhere near our goal. We can dupe all, but not God. He is omnipresent. From the time of initiation on, the master remains a constant, invisible companion of the initiate and watches all his actions. The master knows everything about his disciples. So it is futile to conceal anything from the master. Hazur used to give us simple examples to make us understand the various aspects of spirituality. Once Yusuf went to Queen Zulekhan, who wanted to fulfill her central desire. She first covered the idol she worshipped. When Yusuf asked her why she did that, she said she didn't want her deity to see their unholy act. Yusuf explained, "My Lord is omnipresent, and no actions of ours are hidden from him." Hazur used to say, we hesitate to do a wrong thing in the presence of a child. Do we not realize that God within us is watching all our actions? Once initiated by a competent master, a spiritual aspirant is never forsaken by the master until he is taken to the kingdom of God. So we are here in obeisance to Hazur and to realize the truth. He is ever with us and is showering his abundant grace. However, to realize him, it is essential to have a pure heart. Can you ever expect the Lord to manifest himself until our hearts are spotlessly clean? The Lord cannot be realized as long as our hearts remain littered with lust, anger, jealousy, recrimination, etc. Our souls lie dormant and defiled by these vices, just as a magnet will not attract iron that is all covered with dirt. God within us will not pull the soul up until it is free of all blemishes. In such a hopeless state, only a competent master can come to our rescue. This, in fact, is the greatness of a master soul. If a loaded donkey is stuck in the mud, it cannot come out by its own efforts. Someone out of sheer compassion will have to remove the load and then pull the donkey out of the mud. We are loaded with heaps of impressions of thousands of lifetimes, and in addition are trapped in the net of sensual pleasures. There's hardly any difference between us as we are and the loaded donkey. We too need a compassionate soul, who himself is absolutely free to unburden us and to pull us out of our misery. Only then will be able to see the reality. The greatness of such a master soul is beyond description. Such a competent master enables us to see the truth after freeing us from the effect of past impressions and bringing our attention above body consciousness. Hazuri used to say that the master will definitely take his initiate to the ultimate goal, but only after properly cleaning him of all blemishes, for nobody wants to keep dirty clothes unless they are washed and pressed. Hazur often gave the example of a washerman who never refuses to wash even the dirtiest clothes because he knows his own competency. Sometimes he may have to put in a little extra effort. Soul in its present state is like pure gold mixed with dust. Remove the dust from it and it will become pure gold again. It's only a matter of removing the dust. Hazur came to transform us into satsangis in the real sense. He often emphasized that the human body is the temple of God and the eternal light is illuminating it. But we are polluting this temple with all kinds of rubbish, bad diet, unfair and dishonest earnings, falsehood, deceit, recrimination, egotism, and hypocrisy. To partake of flesh, eggs, and intoxicants is to defile this temple. Such food habits are not conducive to one's spiritual growth. Therefore, our diet should be pure and vegetarian. Even more, it should be prepared in a clean place and with a clean heart. In India, there's still a practice in Orthodox families that no one other than the lady preparing food is allowed in the kitchen. That helps in maintaining cleanliness. Nowadays, food is prepared generally by people who indulge in all sorts of loose talk while preparing the meals. Mind is affected by the food you take. I may tell you my own personal experience. In 1921, I was posted in the accounts branch of an Indian Army regiment. An army orderly used to cook my food. I had given him strict instructions not to allow anyone to enter the kitchen, and also told him to recite holy verses while preparing the food. It was my practice to sit for meditation daily in the dead of night. One night I noticed negative thoughts disturbing my meditation. I woke the orderly up and asked him if there was anyone with him in the kitchen that night. He said no, but he was telling a lie. Later he admitted it, where the dirt is already there in tons. A little more doesn't make much difference, but even a grain of dirt will be visible on an otherwise clean surface. Ethical life and pure diet are the stepping stones to God realization. The main reason I attach so much importance to keeping a diary is to make us conscious of our shortcomings. We only talk of nonviolence as the true religion. We never observe it in spirit. The result is that we try to deceive He who is all-seeing. How can we expect His grace? Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. A pure heart is a necessity if we are to realize God. All scriptures and masters have said there are only two ways to reach the ultimate goal, the way of living and the way of religion. What is religion? It is the same as ultimate truth, to realize the power of God manifesting in and sustaining the entire creation. The way of living is the first step. It means inculcating the habit of truthfulness in all its aspects. One of these aspects is the observance of chastity. Chastity is life and should be observed in thought, word, and deed. The real significance of marriage lies in having a life partner who will stand by you under all circumstances, pleasure and pain, riches and poverty. Both partners should cooperate with each other in striving to realize God. We should have love for all and hatred for none. The entire creation is His manifestation, and then we should render selfless service. Ahimsa is thus the highest dharma. Sheikh Farid says, if you wish to meet your beloved, do not injure anyone's feelings. Maulana Rumi says, you may indulge in intoxication, or burn the Holy Quran, or set fire to the Kaaba, but do not hurt the feelings of anyone. And I'll stop there. So today we have several different videos and slides by Master Gopal and Solomon. The first one is entitled The Message by Master Gopal on the Birthday Anniversary of Baba Sawan. Then there's a slideshow of Baba Sawan. Then a talk entitled What is Love by Kirpal Singh. And at the end, a Sawan Sikh remembrance.
घर आना गुरु कृपाल मेरे घर आना।
Dear gentlemen and ladies, today is the birth anniversary of one of the greatest saints who ever visited the earth, at whose feet I had the good luck to sit and enjoy. The birth anniversary of a great man means for us to tread the path of the truth as explained by him, to follow the teachings in their right perspective and digest them in our own lives. Once a man asked the follower of a great man, would you write the life history of your master? He said yes, he will do. After some time, they asked him whether he had written the life of his master, and he replied that he was writing very fast, very hard, and he is writing in his practical life, and it is still to be written. So my words mean to say that to celebrate the birth anniversary of a great saint truly lies in the fact that we tread in the footsteps of the great master. The teachings he gave in a few words were that all mankind was one, whether they were theists or atheists. I have no time as yet to give you long talk over his life, but just in a nutshell to tell you that he loved the theists as well as the atheists. For he said that soul is within all, and soul is the essence of the Almighty, a drop of the ocean of life. If the poor atheists do not know that they have got anything overhead, it is not their fault. It is their bad luck. So, at least we do know that there is God over it, the source of all creation and all souls. So he said that mankind is one. Love all. and all things shall be added unto you. This is the outer way. The biggest religion of mankind is to consider that we all are reading in one class to reach the ultimate goal. This is the highest social religion he preached. In his attendance, there were sometimes thousands of people to attend, of all creeds and colors and denominations. So much so, once I had an experience just to find out how much salt was spent in his kitchen to serve those attending the satsang held by him. And in one day, the salt spent ran up to 10 mounds. Just consider how grand gathering was there. So whenever they light, the flies, bees will hum over it. He was the source of gentleness. He was the source of all spirituality. He was the source of all ethical life. He was competent to raise man's soul from the bondage of mind and matter and give them first-hand experience into the beyond. He raised man from the abyss of the indriyas, mind and matter, brought them up to contact the divine link within and ultimately reach God. In few words, he was the mouthpiece of God. He always said, it is he who speaks in him. At times, they would give out only this truth when they are left to their own selves. So if you hear, we do not know about the saints what they are. It is only by hearing to their personal talks which they give at times. They refer to their origin, their cause of coming into the world, and their mission which they carried into the world for the uplift of mankind. They come for all the humanity at large. To him there was no difference. East and west both were dear to him. And those who sat at his feet, they spoke very highly about him. The people came from the west, Dr. Johnson, Alexander, and many others. They also sat at his feet and drank deep into the nectar of divine name and rose into the higher realms. Thanks for the great blessing of the Lord that He sends such like personality into the world to guide the child humanity unto Him. And of the so many saints who came in the past, we had the pleasure only sitting at His feet. He was a grand personality. However, how can we define Him? Give His praises. Once when I was reading in the school, I put a question to a missionary and asked him why all other saints who are addressed by their followers, they always attach so many epithets to their name. Why Christ does not carry any epithet with it? And the missionary rightly replied that, are you giving any epithets to God? I said no. Then he said, the sons of God, how can you define them? It is only by praising that we bring them below the below to the dignity of a man, but they are not men. They are something higher power working at the pole of men, and they are nobody else, no other than the God power overhead. Naturally, we have not seen God. Guru precedes God, because in him he is effulgent, expressive. When we sit at his feet, we simply say we have sat at the feet of the Lord who was residing in him. If you go into the shallow waters and have a bath, you say that you had a bath in the ocean. Similarly, when you sit at the feet of such a great master, you say that at the feet of the Lord overhead. We had the good fortune to have seen him with these physical eyes, moving on earth in all humility of saints and humility personified, showering his blessings all round to all who came to his feet, giving exception to the blessings he showered on them. Thank you so much for all showered on them.
सतगुरु सावन श्याम मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, जित देखूं तित तुम आप दिखाई, गतिमति तन की स्थिति भूल गई, चंद चकोर ध्यान लाया जी, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, सतगुरु सावन श्याम मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, दिन को चैन न रात को चैन, मन में मेरे तू घर की न, कौन सुने कहाँ जावां मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, सतगुरु सावन श्याम मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, नैन बहे जस झरना नीरा, कान कलिजे दिग्जला तीर, जान चाहत अब जिया जी, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, सतगुरु सावन श्याम मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी, तो तुझ बिन जाऊं कौनी ओर, एक तू ही है अंदर बाहर, मन मंदर अंदर बसिया जी, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी। सतगुरु सावन श्याम, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी। दास सोमनाथ ध्यास में रहे नित, आस एक तेरी बालक पित मात, फांस काट दियो माया जी, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी। सतगुरु सावन श्याम, मेरा चित्त हर लिया जी।
सावण सावण दुनिया कहंदी, मैं ओदी मस्तानी, हसदा हसदा दे गया मैनू किरपाल अमर निशानी। सावण सावण दुनिया कहंदी, मैं ओदी मस्तानी, हसदा हसदा दे गया मैनू किरपाल अमर निशानी। सावण सावण दुनिया कहंदी, जद दा सावण नजरी आया, पलकां विच लुकाया, अजे तक ना भुल ही सकिया, ज्यों सावण मुस्काया। जद दा सावण नजरी आया, पलकां विच लुकाया, अजे तक ना भुल ही सकिया, ज्यों सावण मुस्काया। सावण प्यारा सावण सोना, सावण प्यारा सावण सोना, सावण दिल बर जानी, हसदा हसदा दे गया मैनू किरपाल अमर निशानी। सावण सावण दुनिया कहंदी, मैं ओदी मस्तानी, हसदा हसदा दे गया मैनू किरपाल अमर निशानी। सावण सावण दुनिया कहंदी, ओसी एक नूरानी चेहरा अखां विच समाया, चोज निराले शान निराली, अजे समझ ना आया। ओसी एक नूरानी चेहरा अखां विच समाया, चोज निराले शान निराली, अजे समझ ना आया। नित ही रोवां नित ही गावां, नित ही रोवां नित ही गावां, लोग कहण दीवानी, ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਸਤਾਨੀ। ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ। ਚੀਟੀ ਦਾੜੀ ਚੌੜਾ ਮੱਥਾ ਪਗੜੀ ਬਨ ਸਜਿਆਇਆ। ਪਰੀਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਜਦੇ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਚੰਨ ਵੀ ਅੰਬਰ ਚੜ੍ਹਿਆ। ਚੀਟੀ ਦਾੜੀ ਚੌੜਾ ਮੱਥਾ ਪਗੜੀ ਬਨ ਸਜਿਆਇਆ। ਪਰੀਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਜਦੇ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਚੰਨ ਵੀ ਅੰਬਰ ਚੜ੍ਹਿਆ। ਦੁਨੀਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਲੱਭਦੀ, ਦੁਨੀਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਲੱਭਦੀ, ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਕਿਤੇ ਚਕਾਨੀ। ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਸਤਾਨੀ। ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ। ਚਲੋ ਨੀ ਸਈਓ ਸਰਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਚਲੀਏ, ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਨੇ ਹੋਕਾ ਲਾਇਆ। ਸਾਵਨ ਦੇ ਆਲੂ ਨੇ ਰਿਮ ਝਿਮ ਲਾਈ, ਆਜਾਇਬ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਗਾਇਆ। ਚਲੋ ਨੀ ਸਈਓ ਸਰਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਚਲੀਏ, ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਨੇ ਹੋਕਾ ਲਾਇਆ। ਸਾਵਨ ਦੇ ਆਲੂ ਨੇ ਰਿਮ ਝਿਮ ਲਾਈ, ਆਜਾਇਬ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਗਾਇਆ। ਆਵੋ ਸਭ ਹੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰੀਏ, ਆਵੋ ਸਭ ਹੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਰੀਏ, ਓ ਸੂਰਤ ਨੂਰਾਨੀ। ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਸਤਾਨੀ। ਹੱਸਦਾ ਹੱਸਦਾ ਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਅਮਰ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀ। ਸਾਵਣ ਸਾਵਣ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ।
ਆਇਆ ਸਾਵਨ ਜਦੀਆ ਲਾਗਿਆ ਰੂਹ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੁੱਛਾ ਗਿਆ। ਆਇਆ ਸਾਵਨ ਜਦੀਆ ਲਾਗਿਆ ਰੂਹ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੁੱਛਾ ਗਿਆ। ਆਇਆ ਸਾਵਨ ਉਹਦੇ ਮਿੱਤ ਦੇ ਬੋਲ ਸੁਹਾਵਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦੀਆਂ ਬੂੰਦਾਂ ਵਰਸਦੀਆਂ। ਉਹਦੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਮੋਹਣੀ ਸੂਰਤ ਹੈ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਤਰਸਦੀਆਂ। ਉਹਦੇ ਮਿੱਤ ਦੇ ਬੋਲ ਸੁਹਾਵਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦੀਆਂ ਬੂੰਦਾਂ ਵਰਸਦੀਆਂ। ਉਹਦੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਮੋਹਣੀ ਸੂਰਤ ਹੈ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਤਰਸਦੀਆਂ। आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन सचखंड तो सावन आई के सोना बाग सज गया सच नाम दे बूते लाई के सतसंग दा पानी पा गया सचखंड तो सावन आई के सोना बाग सज गया सच नाम दे बूते लाई के सतसंग दा पानी पा गया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन ओ तन करके ही दूर है सच शब्द सतो वाक नहीं ओ गत गत दे विच बस रिहा सादी देखन वाली आक नहीं ओ तन करके ही दूर है सच शब्द सतो वाक नहीं ओ गत गत दे विच वस रिहा सादी देखन वाली आक नहीं आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन तेरे पारे उपकार ना लेख सका मेरे सावन शाह प्यारिया लाख लाख शुक्राना अजायब कर सदा तप दे दिलानू तारिया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन जादिया लागिया रुआ सचखंड विच पूछा गया आय सावन
हरियाणा कृपाल मेरे
आना
I was just talking about, you see, what is love. Everybody says, I love God, man. You see, I love my master, I love this and that. But what is love? Love is the fruit of a tree, you see. It is the ultimate goal, which develops, comes up within us. Whatever we start, there are other steps which leads to love. If we love with all our, you see, love God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy strength. Heart is one or two. Heart is only one. You can only give it to somebody. If you give away your heart to somebody, then what remains to be given? You see? Then you'll think that way what he thinks, not your own scheming or anything, nor the least, you see. This is the ultimate goal. Lord Krishna said, "O my disciple, heart is only one." That Lord Krishna has taken away. See? Who else will love God, you see? That has all been given to the God in man. Then nothing remains to give to God now separately, you see. So first our heart should be, what you say, not broken into pieces. That should be sometimes into one, you see. When it is only, complete, not broken into pieces, only then you can give. Our master once, you see, in a talk, he was giving a talk, he said, already if any of you can give your heart, you just can go to heaven. One man stood up, well, I give my heart. Then he said, is heart in your control? Have you controlled your heart? He said, no, then how can you give it? You can give only something which is in your control, in your possession. No, heart is led away by outgoing faculties. Here, there, everywhere. Only that is, you see, concentrated. How can you give it? We have no control over our heart. Our heart is dragged away in so many ways. So I was just talking about love, you see, that is the ultimate fruit of a fruit tree. There are steps leading to that. So first step is, we wish, you see. We like to have something. It's only liking, not only wish. Heart is given only when you withdraw it from all outside things. And it is under your control, you see. So there are steps leading to that. What we have got now, it is only, we wish, we like, let it be done like that, you see. That is a better thing. But it is not yet done. That's mind. So there are steps leading to that. The first step is, if you love me, keep my commandments. What are the commandments? You know, everybody knows. Love thy God with all thy heart. The word heart is there. With all thy heart, not pieces. Any heart which is cut into pieces, here, there and everywhere. So let it be complete first, you see. Only then you can give. We love God only out of some liking or wishing, wishful thoughts you might say. So first thing starts from keep my commandments. For instance, when you go, even the policeman in charge out there, stop, even the president stops, you see. That's order. If anyone whom you love, always stop there. Don't take further step. But do we keep his commandments? No. Then where is the love? We hanker after love. we have wishful thoughts to have love, but we have not got love yet. We have not laid the first stone of the building too. Foundation starts when you keep commandments. Then he says, all right, Devote regular time to your meditations. Weed out all imperfections within you from day to day. We say we have got no time to keep diary. What to speak of love, you see, we have not even started it yet. Further, if you wish to have thought with somebody, love with somebody, then it is told, you see, of one Majnu, he was a great lover of one Laila, you see, she was a princess. Once he was just, you see, hugging and just the feet of a dog, he was just hugging and just with the mouth he was just giving love to the dog on his face and everything. People ask, what are you doing? Are you going mad? He said, no, this dog, I have seen him sometime going in the street of my Laila whom I love, you see. If we can love even dogs, just walking someday in the street in which his beloved Laila was living, if we have love for somebody, for Master's sake, for God, anybody who is going there will naturally, those who come to the Master, isn't it? We'll never find faults, criticizing. We'll just become humble, you see? And we love even the dogs who go there, just chat their feet too. This is a symbol that you are growing love for your beloved, you see, for your Master. Do we do? This is one of the symbols, I would say, symptoms or symbols, to show that you are having some love for somebody. These are the foundation stones, not love as yet, mind that. Love is giving away of your heart. Heart is one. When that is given away to somebody, then what else remains? Even, I tell you, Maulana Room says, when you accepted your Master, once for all, even the Master, you see, even the Prophet and God both are there in him. You see, they are not without him, they are one with that. So our respect goes to God. Once when we give where that God is manifested, it is just giving to God or anybody, you see. You understand, as I told you in the very beginning, love is the fruit of a tree. First we start with wishful thoughts, liking, to have something by comparative, say by discrimination, you see, or by reading scriptures. Whom should we love? Soul should love God, because the conscious entity, it must go to all consciousness that is natural. It has been tied to the outward worldly things. Result is, we come and go again where we are attached. So if you want to have love for God, that everybody in his, I think, to his own, from his own level of thinking, he is considered that he is loving God. God we have not seen. God has manifested in somewhere at the human pole. If you say we love him, then how the love foundation stone will start from where? By keeping his commandments. First. Second, when you love somebody, even anybody who goes there and lives there, you love him too. We criticize, we sometimes fight, even with those who are going there within themselves. Then where's the love for the Master or for God? These are the stepping stones. But there is further thing, something. This is the first thing. When you grow love for God or God-man, it's one and the same thing. That you will be having, what you say, at the heart of heart you will be hankering to have him. You see? You cannot forget you would like to have somebody, the company of somebody who talks about him, you see, his first-hand experiences, or who has been with him. Why should that come now? Further, you would like to be just near him, as near as possible. Then even you are not there when somebody speaks of him, your heart becomes full and overflows through your eyes. You see? These are symptoms that you are having love now. Now the fruit, these are the blossoms coming up, blossom coming up, which will turn into fruit. You see? If the rain is expected, first you will have clouds. If there are no clouds, where is the rain? Where there are no blossoms, where is the fruit? You follow me? So as I told you, love is the fruit. Everybody says, I love, I love, I love, I love. Love can be only have one ideal, not 2, 3, 4. That cannot be, heart can be split up into parts and give one here, one there, one there. Not it. So as I told you, these are the steps. 1, keep the commandments. 2nd, weeding out all imperfections. 3rd, devoting time to the spiritual practices. Then have the company of somebody who just reminds you of your ideal. Avoid all others. Company of all others in whose society you are attached to the world or forget him. You see? If you don't get such like society, better live all alone, all aloof. Live with this master speaking through books, through scriptures. It's better there. Then further, what is the further symbol? That you are having love now nearer, you'll feel very separation. You see? You'll be hankering to see him. You always come like even you hear of him, your whole hairs are on your body will stand. You see? Sensation like you feel. And further, even when you hear of him, even then your heart becomes full and tears roll down from your cheeks. You see? These are the symptoms showing that the fruit is nearing. These are blossoms. You see? Ultimately, when fruit comes, you are for the master, master is for you. These are steps, you see. We have to now judge what we do. We cannot hear anything, you see, which is not according to scriptures, according to what God will say. Even against any propaganda which may be carried out, you see. You follow now my point? We say love, we love God, we love our master, this is all right. But where the outer symptoms, how it starts. Love is only giving of your heart once for all. That heart cannot be retaken and given to somebody else. And that also we can give if the heart becomes under our control. We can't give. It is only a visual thoughts we are having, you see. We should have. So this is something very practical if you have to wade through, I would say. That doesn't come in a day. Rome was not built in a day. You see. That is just developed direct company of the master or indirect when you feel receptive even at 1,000 somebody. This is the way how to develop it from day to day. And time will come when you say, who is this man? Who is living in this body? Am I? You'll forget it. You'll see your master is there. Even your hands will hold that his master's hands, not yours. See? This is ultimate goal, you see. Love is the ultimate fruit or the goal. That is why it said God is love and love is God. We have not gone into the depths, I mean, what is love? We speak of love. Everybody And to speak of love, he knows he has got love for the Master, for God, etc. But where you stand actually? One may say, I love God and just hates his brothers. I think Christ said once, yes, if you hate your brother, do not love your brothers. How can you say you love God whom you have not seen? Those you see, you have no love for him, you don't love him. How can you have love for him for whom you have not seen, you see? You follow my points? This to be watched. Man can self-interest, see where I stand. I know what is making for my own after this life. Everybody knows. He taps inside. He unravels himself like a strict judge where we stand. Can we boldly say, I love my Master, love my God? So if this is done, I think peace everywhere, at homes, in societies, in countries, and all the world over. But this love knows, there are different aspects I'm talking of. Yesterday another aspect, day before another aspect, today is another aspect. So from today you should judge where you stand. Are you really loving God? Are you really on the way to love God? I will not say really loving God. Even you are on the way leading to love, then it's all right. That you can judge better in your actions, not talk. As I told you, that starts only from the ABC starts from keeping his commands. When you love him, those who go to him, naturally love for them. You see? When you have more love for your Master, or even the dog going there, you must lick their feet. These are the symbols, you see, symptoms to show that you are beginning to love God or Master, or what is love, you see. So first of all, it coincides with keeping commandments. If you love me, keep my commandments. And those who come here, they don't be, really your love lies in the fact you must be of service to others. You see, those who hate love God and hate brothers and other creation, how can you love God? You see, it is only mere talk, lip talk. Go into the depths and find out where you stand, you see. That's all right. तो मैं ये कह रहा था, आप भाई बहनों ने समझा भाई? प्रेम किसको कहते हैं, कहाँ से शुरू होता है? अभी प्रेम नहीं बना। प्रेम तब हो जब दिल साबित हो। दिल साबित हो तो किसी को दे, वो तो सवाल नहीं अभी, कि अपने इख्तियार में नहीं। दूसरे कहाँ से शुरू होता है, पहले कहना मानने, उसका कहना मानो बस। अब तो उसके इशारे पर चलो, वो नाम भी कहे, उसके इशारे पर चलो। एक पिता अपने बच्चों में क्या चाहता है कि वो प्यार से रहें। A father wishes all his children be all living amicably, loving each other, sacrificing oneself for themselves, for them. This is first thing to show. Even those who come, whether they are the disciples or not, even they love them too. So this is how this is the beginning of growing into love, I would say. That's a much better word, you see. तो भाई प्रेम सिखाता है कहना मानना, आज से मान लो। सुनते रहे ना, बातें सुनते रहे, काम नहीं बनाइए। It cannot be said that you have got so much information in your brain that won't help you, unless you put into practice. You live up to it. दूसरा जीवन साफ रखो, भजन रोज करो, जो वहां ने गनीमत समझो, जो काम करना है वो ये गनीमत समझे कि परमात्मा ने तुमको चुना उस काम के लिए You are the chosen few who have been selected to serve the master, direct. You see? आपस में प्यार होना चाहिए. प्यार किस बात में है? एक ही काम के लिए काम कर रहे हो ना, प्यार से करो. अगर कोई एक दूसरी को तो प्यार से समझाते हो. सस्करामी जाती है, निम्रता है, प्यार भरी लफ्ज हो, वो वैश्य बन जाता. आसमानों पर तो होगा, देयर मे बी हेवन ऑन or anywhere else, but you cannot create heaven here by living humbly, simply, lovingly, you see, at the feet of the master. Kabir once said, you see, he said, I went to the house of my father, you see, went there and found father was not there. And when I came to know where he is living in the saints on the earth, going in their feet, you see. So you can create heaven on earth, you see. Let thy kingdom come on earth. What is meant by that, you see? That can come only if you live up that way. Now decide by comparing it. Go into your hearts where you stand. Boasting won't do. Live. Prove by your action. सत्संग में आने का मतलब यही खाली पढ़ छोड़ना काफी नहीं. ये बातें ज्यादा एक्सप्लेन करनी पड़ती हैं. जी तो किताबों में है, रेफरेंस आर देयर इन द बुक, बट नॉट सो क्लैरिफाइड पोजीशन यू सी व्हिच यू हैव नाउ. एंड मोर ऑफ दिस यू कैनॉट यू पुट इन डिटेल्स इन द बुक्स टू. Many things are wrought by attention. The very attention, words given with attention, you see, that go to the heart. So, excuse me if I said that books won't help you. You see, living book will help you. And Master is a living book. You see, that's all. भाई साहब जो सुनते हो उसको मानो, फिर लिव करो. फिर जो सज्जन उनके पाँव चूमो. गनीमत समझा आपको ये सेवा दी गई मिलकर. You're all in the body. Those have been chosen few for that. Why not all the world over? Those who have been chosen, they are fortunate. They should prove worthy of the being chosen, you see. जो चुने गए उनको इस बात को साबित करना चाहिए कि वो बड़े भाग्यशाली हैं कि वो चुने नए काम के लिए. We are all working for one common cause, and that common cause of God, not of any society or any country, you see. यही बातें समझने वाली. और जितना अपनी जीवन में तुम उसको लाओगे उतना सुख हो जाए. You won't, देखा इस heaven को छोड़कर, you won't like to leave the heaven at the feet of the master and go to another heaven above, you see. So God is highest in the company of the saints. You see that? बहुत अच्छा था. आपने समझा बात भाई, फिर समझाने की जरूरत ना रहे.
जी सारे जगदा तूफाली आए तेरे दरबार जी चली फर देह खाली मेरे जया ने लखाते हजारा लखाते हजारा मैं बीता खड़ी सतगुरु तैनु पुकारा मेरे जया तैनु ते हजारा मैं वीता खड़ी सतगुरु तेनु पुकारा तेनु पुकारा फसीहा विच मजदार दे तेरे दार दे आई रुल दी रुलारी गले लगा ले सतगुरु प्यारे आ मेरी पेशना जांदी सावन दातू लाल जी किर पाल जी सारे जगदा तू पाली आए तेरे दरबार जी छोली भर देह खाली कीते सी काल दाता के निभा जा आके निभा जा भूल मेरी दिल च समा जा दिल च समा जा कीते सी काल दाता आके निभा जा आके निभा जा भूल मेरी दिल च समा जा दिल च समा जा खुले हैं सारे रास्ते तेरे वास्ते मेरे सतगुरु प्यारे कट लांगे सारे दुख लेक तेरे सहारे सावन दातू लाल जी किर पाल जी सारे जगदा तू पाली आए तेरे दरबार जी झोली भर देह खाली चंदा बिरारा के बदला चलूक गया बदला चलूक गया मेरी आँखियाँ दा पानी भी सूख गया पानी भी सूख गया चंदा बिरारा के बदला चलूक गया बदला चलूक गया मेरी आँखियाँ ना पानी भी सूख गया पानी भी सूख गया मुक गई सारी रात वे कोई बर्बाद है तू अजवी न आया की करा मेरे सोने या दिल भर भर आया सावन दातू लाल जी किर पाल जी सारे जगदातू वाली आए तेरे दरबार जी चोली भर देहो खाली सारी उम्र तेरी तांग विच रोवांगी तांग विच रोवांगी झूठी है सहज सच्ची सेज उते सोवांगी सेज उते सोवांगी सारी उम्र तेरी तांग विच रोवांगी तांग विच रोवांगी झूठी है सेज सच्ची सेज उते सोवांगी दासी कहे कृपाल जी दीन दयाल जी झूठा जग है सारा सच्चा रिश्ता है तुम्हारा हमारा सावन दातू लाल जी पाल जी सारे जगदातु वाली आए तेरे दरबार ली चली पर देह खाली।
सतगुर है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंग डारी सतगुर है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंग डारी स्याही रंग छड़ाए केरे देओ में जीठा रंग तो ऐसे छूटे नहीं रे दिन दिन होते सुरंग सतगुर है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंग डारी पाव के कुंड नह के जल में प्रेम रंग दई बोर जस की चास लगाए के खूब रंगी चक चोर सतगुर है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंग डारी सतगुरु ने चुनरी रंगी रे सतगुरु चतुर सुजान सब कुछ उन पर वार दूरे तन मन तन और प्राण सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगदारी कह कबीर रंगरेज गुरु रे मुझ पर हुए दयाल शीतल चुनरी और केरे पई हूँ मगन निहाल सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगदारी सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगदारी।
We can have our closing portion.
Page number 21.
Page 21.
वाह मेरे सावन वाह मेरे दास दुनिया का सहारा तू कट कट दे विच बसदा होया पीर है सब तो न्यारा तू वाह मेरे सावन वाह मेरे दाता दुनिया का तू कट कट दे विच वसदा होया पीर है सब तो न्यारा भिखारी ते आज करावे राजा ते भिखारी हो खर मूरख ते पंडित करो पंडित ते मुगधारी हो भिखारी ते राज करावे राजा ते भिखारी हो खर मूरख ते पंडित करो पंडित ते मुगधारी हो करके चोली पीछे करके चोली पीछे बन जाई तेरा तारा तू कट कट दे विच वसदा होया पीर है सब तो न्यारा तू वाह मेरे सावन वाह मेरे दाता दुखियां दा सहारा तू कट कट दे विच वसदा होया पीर है सब तो न्यारा तू जलते थल कर थल ते हुआ उगते नहर चढ़ावे हो धरती ते आकाश चढ़ावे चढ़े आकाश गिरावे हो। जलते थल कर ढलते हुआ कूदते मेहर करावे हो। धरती पे आकाश चढ़ावे, चढ़े आकाश गिरावे हो। जिस दा जगते कोई न रहा, जिस दा जगते कोई न रहा, आपे बने सहारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। वाह मेरे सावन, वाह मेरे दाता, दुखियां दा सहारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। तेरे बाजो कोई न खाली, हर एक बीच समाना हो। कट कट दे विच जोत है तेरी, क्या राजा क्या राणा हो। तेरे बाजो कोई न खाली, हर एक बीच समाना हो। कट कट दे विच जोत है तेरी, क्या राजा क्या राणा हो। लीला तेरी अजब न्यारी, लीला तेरी अजब न्यारी, हर थां करे इशारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। वाह मेरे सावन, वाह मेरे दाता, दुखियां दा सहारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। कोटे राक्षस वर्गे तारे, तारे अवनी कंधारी हो। पापन गण का तारी दाता, तेरी लीला न्यारी हो। कोटे राक्षस वर्गे तारे, तारे अवनी कंधारी हो। पापन गण का तारी दाता, तेरी लीला न्यारी हो। करे बैठदा हाथ खोल के, करे बैठदा हाथ खोल के, करे करे जमींदारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। वाह मेरे सावन, वाह मेरे दाता, दुखियां दा सहारा तू। कट कट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा। मावानु है पुत्र प्यारे, तेनु भगत प्यारे हो, भगतां दे वस हो के दाता, सारे काज सवारे हो। मावानु है पुत्र प्यारे, तेनु भगत प्यारे हो, भगतां दे वस हो के दाता, सारे काज सवारे हो। अजायब दी किस्मत जागी, अजायब दी किस्मत जागी, मिलिया सावन प्यारा तू, घट घट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। वाह मेरे सावन, वाह मेरे दाता, दुखियां दा सहारा तू, घट घट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू। वाह मेरे सावन, वाह मेरे दाता, दुखियां दा सहारा तू, घट घट दे विच वसदा होया, फिर है सब तो न्यारा तू।
Great are you, my sovereign. Great are you, my giver. You are the support of the miserable ones. You dwell within all, but are different from all. You can make a beggar rule over a kingdom, and you can turn a king into a beggar. You can make an ignorant one into a scholar, and you can turn a scholar into a fool. Sometimes you spread your joy for alms, and sometimes you become a giver. You can change the water into earth, you can change the earth into a well, and over that well you can create a mountain. You can make the sky cover the earth, you can make the risen sky fall. You yourself become the support of him who has no protector in this world. There is no one without you. You dwell within all, whether he is king or pauper. Your light is within everyone. Your plays are unique. You make your presence felt everywhere. You have liberated demons like Code and Vali Kandaran. You have even liberated sinners like Inaka, the prostitute. Your plays are unique. Sometimes you become a trader and open a shop. Sometimes you do farming. As the sons are dear to the mother, the devotees are dear to you. And being controlled by the devotees, you do everything for them. A Jayav's fortune has awakened. He met you, the beloved Salwan. Great are you, my Salwan. Great are you, my giver. You are the support of the miserable ones. You dwell within all, but are different from all. So thank you, Master, for this holy retreat, remembering dearly beloved Baba Salwan Singh Ji. May the grace and glory and love of our dear Godman be with us forever. Thank you.